So hello there, Rob here from robshealthcrunch.com. Again, hot and sunny hot day and humid here in Cambodia. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's still baking. Wish I could get out of the sunshine a bit, but I can't. There you go, I'm not complaining about that. So we just watched a super interesting video by one of my heroes, Russell Brand, who's recently under attack by the media for all kinds of nasty things that aren't true. Basically, women accusing him of rape 4 years ago, which is ridiculous. And of course, none of them will name their names, none of them have any evidence, and so, once again, fabrications and media-driven witch hunt. Anyway, today's video, he talks about something I've been talking about for a long time: food and health and nature. And the funny thing is, he also mentions a name that I mention frequently too, and that's Bill Gates. Now, Bill Gates is not only trying to, or has been, manufacturing and investing in companies that produce lab-grown meat, he's now also pushing the agenda of lab-grown fruit. Basically, it's all globally funded and allowed by US Department of Health and Food Administration and the WHO, which are also then funded by who? Bill Gates Foundation and a few more such charitable foundations and so on. So Russell uncovers the truth here very clearly, that what is the agenda? What is the agenda? Climate change? To help the climate reduce its emissions and save all the world and all the rest of it? No, it's not. It's money. Because when it comes down to it and boils down to the fact that they're making these, or trying to make these disgusting products they called lab-grown meats and fruits, so that they can reduce the production of natural fruit, for God's sake. What sense does that make? And then, of course, stop the killing of animals, and particularly beef, cows, to reduce emissions. But now listen to this. In his video, which is called Climate Change, I believe. This is happening. No, it's called Climate Change. Okay, Bill Gates has been hiding this and is all about to come out. So Bill Gates has been hiding this and is all about to come out. So Google that you go to YouTube and look that up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll get to a few other sections of his message here in a minute. If they would be successful in forcing us all to stop eating natural fruit, meats, and other natural food sources, which we've been doing for, I don't know, so 200 billion years, I don't know, since the planet existed and since mankind was created, which I think was 200, 300 billions of years ago, whatever, it doesn't really matter. The numbers don't matter in this case. They would have to build huge plants to produce these toxic, lab-grown foods in plants to satisfy demand and feed the world, right? Doesn't matter if you're rich, wealthy, rich, middle of the income, low or poor. They have to do this to create to fulfill the demand, and those factories that they'd have to make will submit, and it's proven in this by many comments and many examples that Russell Brand gives in his video, that this will increase emission by at least 25%. So this makes no sense. It all boils down to money. And Bill Gates himself eats meat too, by the way. He's a liar. You know, he's recently booked out a steakhouse somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I think Montreal or something. Had 30 or 40 of his key staff dining there. They all ate steak and the rest of it and wine. He went back to his private jets where he ate whatever, we don't know, and flew back home. You know how much emission that creates? One private jet flight of Bill Gates from, let's say, Europe to Los Angeles or wherever, about 2 times the amount of emission that one person causes a year by eating meat, or far more. It's crazy. And there he is advocating that he wants to reduce emissions. Great. So then finally, in this very interesting piece, very well scripted by Russell Brand. Of course, he does it professionally. I do it myself. I don't script it. I just talk what comes to my head. But I'm using his video as support here. So here he says,
footprint because it requires
production of real meat has a huge carbon footprint because it requires water, feed, and clearing of trees to make for cattle. Okay, let's carry on.
water, feed, and the clearing of trees to make way for cattle. Despite this, experts say the carbon footprint of lab-grown meat could be...
So despite this, experts say that the carbon footprint of lab-grown meat could be orders of magnitude higher once industry grows it, okay? This is from lab-grown meat is 20 times worse than the climate study. It's a study.
Orders of magnitude higher once the industry grows.
It's a study, scientific study.
Lab-grown meat is set to become more ubiquitous in the next 10 years, transforming from a niche concept.
So experts link lab-grown meat is set to become more ubiquitous in the next 10 years, transforming from a niche concept to a common fridge staple, meaning huge demand, factories, and emissions outlets.
To a common fridge staple. But for this to happen, production methods will have to be scaled up from merry, petty dishes to massive energy-intensive industrial units. Okay? There you got it. Petri dishes to massive energy-intensive industrial units. You can't make a comparison between a petri dish and a...
So now, then he mentions an interesting lady who I had not heard of before, an Indian woman, bringing up a term which I like, food fascism. So she's at a forum somewhere, speaking somewhere.
Food fascism.
Food
and
fascism.
I said, stop, that's food fascism.
Stop
so
it, she says.
When your seed is controlled by Monsanto, your trade is controlled, your chicken is
So
controlled
when
by
you trade,
Farm.
your seed and your chicken,
junk food and therefore
everything is controlled by Monsanto
This is controlled by Coke, Pepsi, Nestle.
and controlled by
All of this is a system of food
Nestle,
fascism.
Unilever,
And then
all the
next
big food
step,
companies.
Silicon Valley and the techno billionaires.
She mentioned
wanting
Silicon
to
Valley, the
invest
food,
in
fake
big
food production and so
that
on.
Not only do you have one patent on a seed, it's
So she's creating
many
the...
companies have gone bankrupt.
She confirms how many companies have gone bankrupt, the fake meat companies, all going downhill, it doesn't work.
No, you're part of the fascist system.
Exactly.
Don't call us.
So basically, she's confirming, she's a food expert, that all these big companies, these entrepreneurs, these social Silicon Valley millionaires are part of the food fascism group who are trying to bring us all down, okay? So,
Fascists, we are the new freedom movement.
that's what's going on.
Lab-grown meat, lab-grown fruit,
Lab-grown meat, lab-grown fruit.
coding, a way to help us and preserve food and save the environment.
It's all made up
An attempt
by the food fascists and Bill
to control
Gates.
food, to control yet another aspect of our...
Trust me. And it's all made up to control us humans, okay? Don't let that happen to you. Do not. Stay on the right path, get off the wrong one. Keep eating real natural food, meat, fish, eggs, seafood, fruit, whatever you want. Stay on the healthy track. Stay natural. That's always needed for the human body. That's how we've existed for years. And that's why people are eating so much shit these days, is because it's processed junk food made from grains and sugar, which are carbs and glucose and sugar, making people fat and giving them heart disease, strokes, and killing them early, right? So that's it. Anyway, thanks for watching Rob's Health Crunch. I'm writing an article about this, and please join my YouTube channel, leave a few comments, and join my blog, robshealthcrunch.com. Bye-bye.